I think the average height has gone down a little. Oh.
Welcome everyone to the PC Gaming Show pre-show.
That surprised me.
I am Frankie Ward and I am so excited
I wasn't
this year
expecting
because
this.
not only do we have a ton of world premieres and game trailers to show you, but we're also devoting this show to something that makes all these awesome games possible: hardware. That's right. For the past decade, we've been bringing you exciting previews of the hottest upcoming PC games, and this year we're also doing our first ever deep dive into the glorious, sparkling PC hardware that makes them run. Throughout the pre-show, we'll be talking with expert guests about the latest in hardware innovations and trends. And as you can see from my overalls and the workshop I'm sat in, we're going to be rolling up our sleeves and building something very special during today's show.
I know, they caught this jump scare.
You might learn a little something new for the next time you build your own PC. But before we get into all that hardware, here's a different sort of hardware for you to check out. Take a look at what's coming up for wholesome shopkeeping sim, Trash Goblin.
I love the name.
In this wholesome shopkeeping game, you're an orphaned goblin.
Oh, how you doing, X? Dude, it's early. It's early for you, man.
Say hi to Eamon. They're an antique dealer and your self-appointed guardian/business partner. And this is Auntie Val. She's a dear friend.
What did your wife whisper to you last night? That's a weird thing to ask, Lena.
Eamon thinks of himself as an entrepreneur. Auntie says that's just fancy talk for criminal. You might wonder how much trouble you can get into with old furniture, but
that's a
Eamon's
respectable
got a knack for
mustache.
it. Alongside that whole situation, you've got a business to run, helping out colourful customers like Donovan and his peculiar nesting needs, or clumsy blacksmith Redwar, desperately trying to impress her new boss, or Mushromio and their extensive and
It's one of those
exhausting
conversation
romantic
options talking about
adventures.
sponge
But
bathing that
you're your own boss.
dirty lady.
Decorate, invest in your tools, expand your shop, travel a little. All
I wasn't
at
expecting a
your own
pre-show.
pace. The fate of the city can wait.
When they added a countdown like that,
Now.
I wasn't expecting a pre-show at all.
One goblin's trash is another goblin's treasure. That's a famous saying in the goblin community, along with goblins speak louder than words and don't put all your eggs in one goblin. Trash Goblin 1.0 is out right now.
Don't put all your eggs in one
Talking
goblin.
about
Put
a
your
couple of
eggs
the
in
biggest
multiple
PC gaming
goblins.
innovations of the past few years.
Hello,
But
hello,
to do
hello.
that, we're going to need a little
Stressed
help
out by the
from
pre-show.
expert witnesses.
Wasn't ready. I know, same. I was like settling in for another 15 minutes of yap.
Technology like DLSS and FSR are absolutely essential items for my day-to-day.
DLSS, FSR, and XESS, like they're all doing.
Keep those
similar
egg
things,
holding goblins away
which
from
is
RJ.
kind
Maybe
of
that's
reducing
where
load
we should
on
be
your
hiding the
computer,
eggs.
and still retaining some
Multiple
levels of image quality as like.
Yeah,
super
guys,
samples.
you got
I think it's super exciting.
13 minutes
Basically,
until the
it
main
just
show
gives you more
starts.
performance, seemingly for free.
We're
Being
talking
able to push
about
my setup to its
hardware
limits
stuff,
whilst also
FSR,
maintaining high frame
DLSS,
rates
so
and
if that's
overall
not
visual
interesting,
quality
grab
while
your
streaming
drinks, grab your
allows
snacks
me
if you
to
don't
continue
have them.
doing my best without having to sacrifice performance.
It seems like magic on first appearance, but when you
I'm
dig into
good,
the
thank you, Blue.
details, there's a lot
I've
more
had a bit
going
of
on under
food.
the hood.
It's also important that
I
I'm
actually
able to
managed to
jump
get some
from
good
game
sleep
to
despite
game
having to get
without
up
worrying
early.
too much about drops in quality or putting unnecessary strain on my PC. This is especially useful with new-gen games. Whether I'm looking to dodge my opponent's crushing blow in Clair Obscure,
I need my
or plowing
notes.
through the hordes in Doom Eternal,
I say my notes. I
it's
just got
reassuring to know
post-its.
that I've got the
Guys, I
hardware side
added
of
all the
things covered.
games from
With
the
like
last
new
couple days
gen
to my
games
wish
coming
list
out,
last
like
night.
the Monster Hunter Wilds, they had support for
It's
frame
at
generation,
444.
which is a part of DLSS. So you can render it in a smaller
wish list is
thing, use the super
444.
sampler, and then because that frame time is choppy, because it's demanding on a CPU, frame generation can help kind of smooth over those bits. It's giving you
there's,
more
captions.
room
No
to
captions,
make your
okay.
games run and look
It's a big
better
wish list.
while
I
not
like
increasing your
games.
performance impact. It allows you to get more out of your hardware.
As games get more demanding, we demand
have.
more from
I have
them,
921
especially when it
games
comes to
in my
visuals. And when it comes to
library
gaming
on
monitors,
Steam.
we love nothing more than a good OLED with lightning fast response times.
Oh,
and
you're gonna finish
infinite
AC3
control.
today? Nice, dude.
For more, keep your eyes on the screen as we monitor the opinions of a couple of OLED experts.
Yeah, so this is all text. This is all like hardware shit. So if you're not
OLED
into
really
that,
does feel like
now's perfect time
a
to get your
quantum leap
drinks and your
forward in
snacks
terms
and
of the
get
image
settled.
quality you can expect from a really high-end monitor. I mean, that's not to say they don't have caveats, But they are
After
essentially the thing
this,
to aim for.
after the
now.
main
You're building
show
a
of
high-end rig and
PC
you're thinking
Gamer,
about what monitors to get next.
PC gaming stuff,
Really, if you're
we're
prepared
going
to
to be
spend a
doing
fair
a
bit of
catch
cash,
up on the
like a lot of gamers
Xbox
are, you're
showcase.
looking at OLED monitors.
From pixel response time, color range and latency,
Like that man's
refresh
hair.
rates,
His
depth, getting proper blacks. They are simply
his hair and his
objectively better,
demeanor,
and
his
you'll
look
notice a huge step
looks
up
way
if
too
you
chill for
upgrade to one
the
from
accent, right?
a sort of more traditional VA or TN or IPS panel.
And they're getting faster and faster
what I
as
mean?
well, which makes them a good shout for.
He doesn't look
competitive
like a tech
gaming,
guy.
or really
He doesn't look
any
like a
sort of
tech
gaming
bro.
at this point.
It's
The big blockbusters that
surprising.
have enormous graphical fidelity targets and the sort of ambitions
Kakai said
like
hi, Coppernote.
Cyberpunk 2077 and Ghost of Tsushima, they don't look any better than when they're on an OLED screen.
I will. She's not here.
But it goes
I was just
even
looking at the
murkier
viewer list to
games
see if
like,
she was here.
The Resident Evil series, Dead Space Remake, the HDR benefits you can get from an OLED monitor on those games can be exquisite.
I'm into my mill sims, so Grey Zone Warfare as well, which is a stunning Unreal Engine 5 looking game, but it also requires some good Twitch reactions. Anything where I really need that quick Twitch response, OLED tends to be better at it, as well as looking the best at the
I'm
same
on Twitch
time.
right now.
If you're looking for best of the best, OLED's where
It's
it's
not
at.
what he means. It's not what he means.
That is some great info on OLED monitors. You know what monitor I'm using the most these days? A baby monitor. Because I'm a mum. Nope. Nothing? Wow, tough crowd. How about this one? What did the monitor say when it got knocked onto the floor? Ow, that hurts. Okay, what else is in the news? Folks, you notice how Jack Black is in every
This is supposed to be
single
bad.
video game thing these days. I started
But I
up an
still
old
feel
save
awkward.
game of The Sims 2 last week, and I am not making this up. Jack Black was in the game wetting his pants in the Goff family kitchen. And when did every game in the world decide
That
it
bad is
needed
making me
10
uncomfortable.
minutes to compile shaders before I can
It's
play?
a success, yeah. That's
Love
it's
it
what
to
they're
beat
going
it.
for.
If I wanted to spend my time watching a number quickly decreasing on a screen, I'd just log into my banking app. Am I right? I am Frankie
That's
Dubs.
too
That is
real
my
to be
time.
funny.
Good night.
It's too real.
Please press F to pay respects to your servers and give it up for your next act, a colony management sim where it's all about cats versus mice. Here's a Whiskerwood.
Colony management with cats. People are gonna love it. Oh wait, you are the mice. I remember seeing this. It's like the beaver one, I guess. Wait, there's feline overlords. So does the player technically act as a cat? Is that? So you're technically a cat telling all these mice what to do? That's a funny. That was an impressive boat. Sorry, shit. Wait, why? The cats should be huge. I really wanted the cats to be, like, so much bigger. Oh, this is the other camper van one. I knew there was another camper van game that I was wanting to show people. I wanted to show Kindred, at the very least. This is the camper van game that I really want. The other one was cool. It's just decorating though. This is like survival crafty. It's a little crafty. An exploring, walking sim-ish. Camper van meets raft. Yeah, look, kinda. This is, I think, Outbound, that's what it's called. I think this is already on my wish list, though. So it won't increase further from that.
Throwing everything in a cozy van and going on an open world
It is.
road trip with your friends? Sign me up for Outbound. Oh, hey. Looks like we're getting a call from PC Gaming Show co-host Sean Plott. Hello, PC Gaming Show co-host Sean Plott.
I just realised what?
Hey, Frankie, it's me, PC Gaming Show co-host Sean Day.
It's not 4K.
Just checking in to see if you're almost ready for the big show next month.
Sean, the big show is today. Right now. This is the pre-show.
I definitely knew that, and definitely didn't forget what month and day it definitely is, or what country I should definitely be in.
Are you sure you're going to be ready? You're on in about 10 minutes?
Relax. I started going to one of those GTA barbers. Super time efficient. See? Oh, and while I'm doing a respec, look, give it to me straight. Come on. Great, right? Pretty good.
Oh, God, no.
Maybe this?
I'd stick with the default Sean skin.
Gotcha. Day 9, day 1. A classic look.
Well, things are going great at the workshop. We're focusing
Oh,
on
wait, hang
hardware
on.
this year.
Is
and we're
Sean
about to
Plot
move
day
on to
9?
keyboards.
Oh, I'm on my way, as long as I catch my flight.
Or is that
hop
a
on the
reference
shuttle
I
to the
just don't
submarine,
get?
Then it's just a quick trip in a speedboat that turns into a hang glider, and I'll be at the studio in 4 minutes, maybe 5. But first, the duty-free shop seems good.
Well, he certainly cleans up quick. Great timing.
Oh,
because
I
we're
do
ready
love a
for our
bit of
next
duty
segment.
free, though.
What would PC gaming be without the act of
do.
pressing a key and making magic happen? Our keyboards are the clickety-clackety medium through which we work wonders, and the tech behind them has only gotten more wonderful. Let's turn to a keyboard expert who can tell us all about Hall Effect keys.
I thought she said wall.
Traditionally, you have on-off binary, you press the switch and that's it. Whereas Hall Effect is more, it measures the entire depression through when you press it. And
So you
the,
know
the
how
main
hard
shift
you're pressing the
that's brought
button?
about is a focus on
I need that,
performance,
'cause
I would
I-
say. Before you had a focus on feel
Push-
and sound.
push key
You can
harder,
still have
make-
that with
make
Hall
car
Effect,
go
but now we
faster.
have something that's definitively, this is for gaming performance. There's all kinds of games that benefit from Hall effects. The main ones would be competitive shooters, competitive FPS games, your Counter-Strikes and your Valorants
Because-
and racing games and stuff
So,
like
like-
that, for example. Hall effect allows
when you're
such
trying to
quick reactions on that front
Walk
if you've got
around
the
on a
fast fingers
PC
for it.
game, and sometimes you're trying to just walk really slow and edge towards round a wall or something. You can't. You
Building
just
your own
full
PC
speed.
for the first time, or even the 10th time, can be a little intimidating.
Controller,
But
you can
we're always here to help.
ease the
Let's
stick
head over
over.
to our workshop's build
That
centre
means you
to
could
meet
do
PC
that.
Gamer's managing
That's
editor
actually
of
dope.
hardware, Jacob Ridley, and see what he's cooked up for us. Hello,
How much
Jacob.
is a Hall
Hi,
Effect
Frankie.
keyboard?
Great timing. I'm almost done with that special build you
Costs.
requested. It took a lot of work, but I think you're going to be happy with it, especially the particle cannons and plasma railgun.
What? I'm here about a custom PC build.
Are you sure? Let me check the work order. Jacob, please build me an awesome
140
custom
quid?
PC by June 8th. I'll
That's
also
not as
need you
much
to
as I
build me a
expected,
mech so I can rain fire and destruction down upon all my enemies on June 9th. But do the PC first. Thanks, JDog, TTYL, Frankie. Blimey, I got the dates mixed up, so you definitely don't need the mech today.
Nope. Power it down.
Okay.
It sure does look cool though. That giant mech right over there, just off camera.
So expensive looking, isn't it?
It's a real sight to behold. Anyway, don't worry
You have
about
a routine.
having
Oh,
not
wait,
built
you've
the
got a
PC
Hall
yet,
Effect
because it just
keyboard.
means
That
we can
sounds
build it
dope.
together during the show, and then give it
Different
away
from
to
what I
one
want in terms
lucky
of
viewer.
hardware
It's so
presentation. I have
fortuitous
no
how
clue.
my
I've only
careless
just heard of
mistake
them.
worked out perfectly.
Before we get started though, why do you think gamers should build their own PCs?
Well, there's lots of reasons. Cost is definitely one because you can absolutely save money over pre-built computers by buying parts separately and putting them together yourself. PCs are
True.
also one of the few electronics in your life you can build at home. Do you know anyone who's built their own television?
My Uncle Bertram did. He worked on it for weeks, but it just turned out to be a cardboard box with some angry bees in it. He called it BTV, and it stung us. It stung all of us.
Exactly my point. We're also living in an age where we're losing the power to repair electronics ourselves. What happens when something goes wrong with your smartphone? You have to take it to someone to get it fixed, or more
I'm in
likely,
pain.
have it replaced completely. If you built your own PC, not only will you become more knowledgeable about diagnosing problems, you'll have a better chance of being able to fix it yourself.
Sound advice. Thank you, Jacob. But don't start shopping for parts for your own PC build just yet. You might be the lucky
Oh, I
winner
respect
of the
it.
awesome custom PC Jacob and I are going to
I think
put
I'm
together
supposed to be
right
in
here
pain.
today on the PC Gaming Show. But first, we've got one more game to show you as we build our way to the end of our pre-show. If you're a fan of Unlikely Animal Friendship, something tells me you'll dig the new trailer for Cappy Castaway.
I know T will. Hall Effect uses magnets, analog uses. Oh, there you go. There you go, Happy Monkey. Finch has the knowledge. Finch has the knowledge. Okay, but for real, I feel like any kind of core vid could become friends with a capybara. Because corvids are smart. They're smart enough to make mutually beneficial arrangements, you know? Dude, I want a Hall Effect keyboard now. I didn't even know they existed until this show. There you go, the pre-show did some good stuff. I did a learn. It's gonna start in a minute. I don't know if the cheese is gonna go up or down or be maintained for the rest of the show. Oh, we were doing like the Hall Effect of Pioneers. So you went with the OGs. Respectful. Everything becomes friends with capybaras. I can understand that. Imagine growing up with... Imagine growing up in your life and just having no kind of like stress. Because that's capybaras, they don't have stress. No predators, they have plenty of food. They just live their life, loving what they have. I can be heavy-handed with my keyboard at times.
Hello and welcome to the PC Gaming Show 2025. My name is Sean Day9 Plot, and once again, I am thrilled to be here with you, showing you the latest game trailers, previews, and world-exclusive first looks at what's ahead in the world of PC gaming. But even more importantly, I'm delighted to be joined again by the co-host with the most, Mika Burton.
Thank you, Sean. It is great to be back on the PC Gaming Show, especially since we're cooking up something extra special this year. As you can see, Sean and I are broadcasting today's show from a...
We talk about Caymans and Jaguars for.
Oh, that's right.
We talk about Jaguars for.
Tech Hardware Workshop, we've assembled some of the finest PC gadgetry for some of the world's smoothest secret operatives. You know where all the spies get all their coolest toys? Well, it's from us.
We've made headsets that double as wall-climbing suction cups.
We've made keyboards that can turn into cars that turn into boats.
We've also built a laptop that's a crossbow that's also a blunderbuss.
No, I know they actually do have.
Touch it. That's how you know it's good.
Predators.
We made a gamer chair that turns completely invisible thanks to cloaking technology.
Sean, the invisible chair never actually made it out of R&D.
Well, that's what they want you to think. Regardless, we're in the process of using every ounce of our high-tech, top-secret, burn-after-reading black books engineering at our disposal to build what we call the Rig.
Ooh. The Rig is a top-of-the-line AMD-powered gaming PC, and it could be yours. Because after we build it here today, we will be giving it away to one lucky viewer at the end of the show.
But that'll happen a bit later. Right now,
Can I have it?
Let's kick off the show the PC Gamer way with count 'em, three world premieres.
Okay, world premieres, here we go. Rookie, what after? Okay, I'm not that heavy-handed. I'm heavy-handed in the sense of I'll push buttons and push hard.
I know you're nervous about going
But I don't break stuff.
But you're going to be fine.
The cheese is continuing. I think they've upped
We don't
it.
know the state of the crisis.
They kind of look like
A job's
brains.
a job, right?
That's a dead body.
Get in, get out. Don't get sucked back in.
Lay the dead to rest. So we don't get to teabag them? Are we a robot?
Remember, D, it's just a job.
No, we have a prosthetic arm. That was my question. And there's a demo of that. Already. They look like skeleton cowboys. It's like skeletons versus skeletons. Nope, robots. Never mind. Look, robots are basically skeletons, you know? Maybe. Dude, that reminds me of my father-in-law. He broke a computer once by turning the computer on. The power button was like on the front of the tower, and he pushed the button so hard, he pushed his finger right into the computer. He went through the power button, basically. He's very heavy-handed. Very. World premiere, and they're just like boom, playtest. That's a cool way to do a world premiere. When you first announce it, go yo. D&D game.
The Sword Coast. Neverwinter. All these places will be consumed.
Is this a remake? Remaster?
They call you
Yeah,
the
Neverwinter Nights.
a
Damn.
piece of gifts blade within you. The only one who can help us defeating the King of Shadows.
Bring in the accused.
Did you really think you could keep such relics of my people?
I remember this being like, oh wow, it's already gonna be Steam Deck and controller compatible on launch. I remember this being super popular with a lot of people. I never played it, but I saw a ton of it.
Obsidian's 2006.
I've been super bad at food poisoning, like a
all
FIFA
new and
dream.
shiny again. Honestly, I'm calling in sick today at launches.
Ooh, me too. I think my excuse will be food poisoning.
I was gonna go with regular poisoning.
Interesting. Go on.
Food poisoning?
I already
Tea.
have so many sworn
Tea, have you
enemies
seen
and
this
even
already?
more unlabeled bottles in my kitchen, so it's entirely believable.
You know what? You do you, my guy. In the meantime, let's check in with Frankie and Jacob about the rig.
Thanks, Mika. I'm here with PC Gamer's managing editor of hardware, Jacob Ridley, and during today's show, we're going to be building an awesome custom PC. Even better, everyone watching will have a chance to win.
You
it
have
for themselves.
powers.
This PC will be a
I have
gaming
water.
powerhouse with an AMD Ryzen 9 9950 X3D, a Gigabyte Radeon RX 9070 XT, plus 32 gigabytes of Corsair Dominator Titanium DDR5 RAM.
We're also throwing in a Corsair K70 Pro keyboard, Asus ROG Swift OLED monitor, and a Corsair Nightsword RGB mouse, all handpicked by Jacob.
We didn't
I
forget
have
to
my
think,
keyboards
we're
in the
even
model of the
including
one
a
that they're
mouse
giving
pad.
away.
That's where your mouse lives, sleeps, and entertains other mice. Let's get to work.
And the graphics card that's in this is the same as mine.
Check out this next
I feel like an actual tech bro.
fresh tracks, or I will get
Also, I love Peter Stormare.
How do you stop that which never ends? In the endless, no two journeys unfold the same way. Come, remain by the fire, and hear the tale of Norwind's greatest champion.
Legitimately? Oh, interesting. Okay, I like this. It's a music rhythm game, but you're attacking shit. Okay. Okay. I'm not usually into rhythm stuff, but I can kind of vibe with this, especially if you've got Peter Stormare talking. This is definitely one that is... This will be one popular with VR people, I think.
Than you, my champion.
If it's VR compatible. Yeah, see, Anna, you went where my brain did. It reminded me very much of, like, Beat Saber. I would throw up in VR, possibly, too. I don't think I'd actually throw up, I'd just get motion sick. I wouldn't actually get as far as throwing up, though. Wait, is this DMC? Nah, the monsters aren't DMC, but I thought I saw Devil May Cry. I thought I saw Dante. And a fart to you, Cup. And indeed, a good flatulence to all. Okay, this is the last chance for any Borderlands. Oh, wait, no, you might... Wait, Borderlands is under Xbox now, though, isn't it? Maybe. So we might have some stuff at the Xbox showcase that we'll watch after
Coming
this.
up in the show.
Gonna go watch your buddy get fucked up by a pirate face monster in 33 for a little while. Okay, okay. Have fun. Talking about Visage. Thank you for the lurk, dude. Yeah, I'm not a fan of VR. Well, it's not, I've never tried it, so I can't say that. I think I wouldn't be. So I've never had opportunity to try it. And there's no way I'm paying money for a VR headset before having tried it. I can't do anything when this music starts playing. It like disables my brain because it's like left and right. Patapon? Oh, have you missed all the news? Yeah, Rataport. There's a sequel. Not confident about Xbox Split. Yeah. Honestly, I genuinely think if they had news, they decided not to share it because of the current reputation and things. Okay, bye. Thanks for the lurks. T, thanks for the lurk. Oh. See, it disables my brain. My brain is shut down now. The music, it just doesn't... Because it's like left and right. Just something about it that just takes over. Oh, okay, thank you. My brain's no longer hijacked. I guess it's kind of like sensory overload. But it's not. I don't feel overloaded. Oh, I have no idea what the board looks like today, you know, actually. Oh, I'm safe for now. I do owe one bean, though. I do owe a bean. Not my game. Oh, Rataport. Oh, there's Moomin. I missed what creature was walking around. Moomin just is full of... oh, new Moomin game. Moomin is just full of nostalgia for me. Hey, Cat. Cup says hi. Oh, Necessity's finally getting 1.0. Cup says hi. She asked me to tell you. Also, she was happy to hear that you gave consent to being her Wonderwall. Forgot to tell you that before. This is the kind of game where I would not get into playing it, but I've watched people play and sat and been super into watching them. It has very Terraria vibes, if you haven't seen it. And I know it looks like it could, but it definitely does.
It's important to celebrate when something reinvents itself. Necess overhauls its graphics, gets major updates. It's beautiful.
It's almost as beautiful as the rig's Corsair RM1000X fully modular ATX power supply.
Oh, it's poetry. In fact, the only thing more poetic is
a perfectly executed heist set in a dystopian techno future. Yes! When we heard the makers of Payday and GTFO had a new co-op heist FPS
For anyone who doesn't know,
you know we had to find out
this
more.
is
So we infiltrated
LeVar
10
Burton's
chambers
daughter.
and interrogated the makers of
Has
Venom
enjoyed it,
Wolves.
The Forge.
Here's all the info we dredged from their genius minds.
When you say that, you can kind of see the resemblance.
We're prepped and ready for the heist.
If you don't know it.
Tier 7 passkeys.
Oh wait, is this
and rerouted the security comms.
I think this is the one that I had a sponsored thing for when they first announced it. Hi again, Cup.
Every variable accounted for, but we fucked it up anyway.
Is it the eyes? You don't know what LeVar Burton's eyes looks like.
We gotta be even more prepared.
You played that? No. It's not even out. When it was first announced a couple years ago, I had a sponsored thing. I was gonna watch the, it was Summer Games Fest 2 years ago. Or maybe the Game Awards 2023. I had a
first-person shooter, four-player
a sponsored spot,
game taking place in the
and they
future.
announced it, and like the
Focus a
stream
lot
looked like
on
it got
player
hacked and
agency,
stuff.
Story and keeping the player on their toes with some interesting elements that take you out of the brick-and-mortar world of Midway City, where the game takes place. It's a power fantasy, even though there's obviously tension as well with like stealth.
I think I earned
segments and
like,
stuff. But
yeah,
the
no, we didn't play it.
of Dana Wilson
It's like it's not
primarily
out even
balls to the
now.
wall.
It's by 10 Chambers. They did.
Denevils is stepping back into our payday roots. The big difference is, of course, the sci-fi area where we can play around a lot with design. The freedom we have with this sci-fi space is a bit terrifying, actually, because you can go nuts, basically. We've actually told ourselves to
I think
not
I'd enjoy
try
playing
to
it.
over-design stuff, but not limit
Not
us,
one that I'd stream, though, I don't
creatively.
think.
So design in the Midway
Unless
City
maybe I
from
had
the
a bunch
start,
of,
we knew we wanted big
stream
mega
buds
structure
that wanted to do,
buildings
like, some
actually
co-op
place our levels within and
stream
be free
this.
of how big levels we want them to be. It's this very large city arising from the sea. You want to look out at the city and see, like, okay, so this is a living, breathing city and it works.
Maybe I would play it, actually, thinking about it, because I played Payday. And 10 Chambers also worked on, shit, what's it called? What's it called? I'm looking it up.
Coming back to the heist genre is sort of a, I don't know, after Payday 2, I felt like I had so much more things to do.
GTFO.
What I wanted that game to be, a contemporary setting, limits.
A lot of these guys worked on Payday 2, and then they moved out on their own.
Breaks the theme.
And did
With a
GTFO.
sort of sci-fi theme on it. It enables you to stay in the pocket of
They weren't part of
thematics
Payday
and
3.
still solve things from a gameplay angle. When making a game concept or a world, you have to think about what tools it gives you to solve problems in the future.
Dude, that
And
reception
sci-fi
desk was so
thriller
extra.
theme gives us
Did you
a
see
lot
it?
of tools to play with. Midway is just a corporate haven. There's no rules, there's nothing. It's divided up into districts. There's even like district wars and this kind of thing within the city. So it's a very classical in a way, dystopian take, kind of like a classic role-playing game of saying like, oh, this is the backdrop and I'm gonna hand you a new adventure and have a bit of fun. So there's something called dives in the game. It's basically a neural heist. In the middle of whatever you're doing in the normal mission, you can basically jump to this other place. Thematically, there's these architects that build these defense mechanisms that gets injected into people's minds, and then you're trying to break into one of those.
The dives allows us
Interesting.
to explore a little bit with visual art design and gameplay design. Just tracking down this specific
cyberpunk-like
person that you need
dives.
to make a dive
I guess not,
into
actually.
to extract information. We don't need a bank vault for that. It could be a suburban gritty
Interesting.
area, or it can be a very high-end luxury
Maybe.
apartment of some sort.
The dives provide change of pace and change of intensity in the gameplay and change of scenery, and it could be a nightmarish sort of abstract thing.
Imagine trying to navigate a forest or something like this.
But it could also be a Japanese temple or fortress in the Swiss Alps.
We could just mix a lot of different stuff together because it's this very abstract place. And also with gameplay, we could go from a shooter to a platformer to a horror theme.
Or we can have sort of parkour experimentation where you can run on walls. We make the rules for what the dive
I don't understand. If you go into the dive, like, does the rest of the world pause? Or, like, can you be killed while you're diving?
The heist fantasy in general maps really well to game psychology. I'm a psychology-driven game designer to a large extent because we want to motivate you to keep playing and also like.
Is the volume
what is
okay,
feeling
guys?
And what's the economy of the game? And I'm not talking about
Feels
getting
okay at my
people
side.
to spend more cash. It's
Let me know
it's
if it needs to
what's
change.
What's the drive of the game? And I think building new things or crafting things is a very interesting area. A good example would be like this thing we did for Payday where you would craft masks and this kind of thing.
Yeah, we're going back to the masks. I've heard people tell me before, like, oh, GTFO, and then, oh, it's a masks game, right? I'm like, really? Yeah, maybe it is. But we wanted to make something different. Like, we didn't want to go fully masculine, maybe doing, you know, these big skull masks. Like, we don't want to limit us to not do it, but with the mask we have now, we actually wanted to bring some feminine, some sexiness, you know. So one of the inspirations we actually had was the Keira Knightley pout that she has, and there's also like,
I'm sorry, sexiness?
Japanese theater demon masks with Hannibal Lecter type of style. So as in the dives, you know, we could basically make anything. The masks are this expression to allow them to expand the world inside of themselves. So finding designs where they don't really know where to put it, in what categories, we try to hit kind of a sweet spot there. This is gonna be a
They bring in the
high-paced,
chin. Oh my
intense,
god,
and
that would be
fun,
perfect.
collaborative game. Playing together with friends is a beautiful thing, right? Especially when we have these situations
That would
where
be
shit
amazing.
hits the fan, we panic together and try to solve it.
So if you put 4 people in a room and they play it, and you start to hear the voices go up, and they start to be loud in the room, then you know, like, yeah, it's something, you know?
If you want
The
to
cat and
find out
X
more
are both
about
on the
Sten
exact same
Wolves,
wavelength.
head to
Hold
our
up.
Steam page and
Hannibal
make sure
Lecter,
to
sexy,
wishlist
I'm
them.
sorry. Well, I mean, it's not like they want to bring a little femininity and a little sexiness to it. Okay, cool. But then they showed a really creepy mask, just like with pouting lips. It did not look sexy at all. And then they went to Hannibal Lecter. I'm like, I think must be the tongue. Oh my god, cat. Jesus. I feel like there was context there that we were missing. You know? I feel like maybe there was a more of a conversation that was happening that we weren't privy to, maybe, possibly. You know, maybe some editing. Like, he mentioned Keira Knightley and the pout. I don't know what he meant by that. Did he mean like Princess Amidala? With the lip makeup, maybe? This is some kind of puzzle game, I guess, then. Gotta get the right, like, zombies in the grave and... Logic. Puzzles. It was an inside sexy joke, maybe. Oh yeah, Natalie Portman was Amidala. Yeah, you're right.
Just show up on time, learn your lines, and don't cross me. Don't you ever cross me, Ridley. I will destroy you. Also, tea with honey is great for a scratchy throat after a long day on set.
Okay.
Want to rehearse the next scene? It's that silly one where I'm trying to detangle a bunch of headphone cables and you learn the folly of crossing Frankie Ward. I have powerful friends and a long reach. Or you could tell us about the next part you're going to install.
Yep, let's do that, please. Right, the X870E Aorus Master has a few special features to make PC building easier. My favorite is this tool-free SSD slot. Press a button and the heatsink comes away. Then push down on the latch to install your SSD. No screw required, which means no more crawling on the floor looking for said screw when you inevitably drop it. Then there's this Wi-Fi antenna. This combines standard 2 Wi-Fi connections into one easy to install or remove connector. No need to screw anything in. Lastly, if you want to disconnect your GPU, hit the button in the corner and pull it out. Job done.
No screws
To Evil Empire,
makes me
where
concerned,
we've
though.
been working on the Rogue Prince of Persia's early access for over a year now, pushing the game way further than we ever imagined. I mean, just look at me playing. I'm happy, the team is happy, and our boss is happy. And the players, well, they seem happy too. Our 1.0 launch is fast approaching, so here's where we're at.
Has anybody played this? It's like it's early. It came out in early access, right?
Use this gift and right your wrongs.
It super reminds me of Aladdin, but that's just because it's in the right part of the world. Like it's set in the right part of the world, and it's a bit of a platformer. It's very much not Aladdin, but it makes me think about it. Because that was like one of the first games that I got really into as a kid. You know, the Sega Mega Drive platformer. I remember playing a Aladdin game way back in the day. I still remember the cheat code. And I don't know how we figured it out, but it was just AABB, AABB, AABBA. And you just level skip.
You have the opportunity to save your kingdom.
Oh damn,
as
he
the
just died.
worthy
I wasn't sure what
Prince of
happened.
Persia.
It was death. Dude, the music to that trailer was dope. Dope. Any wishlist titles? No. Nope. There's maybe the Moomin Trail. I'll have to look at it.
That's me. You're probably wondering how I ended up in this situation. We
I'm
were the
not.
conductors of the train.
I'm joking, I am.
Serving our passengers with kindness and
No, there's a lot of the games that have been on.
This is a conductor-only residence. Please back away from the door. Hey, what's up?
A lot of them that have been shown are already on my wish list so far.
Listen up, scumbags. You rats will never get me out of this control room.
The
Never.
Den of Wolves was already on there. Oh no, it's not. Oh no, I wasn't planning that. I'm not gonna wish list that. It's not even got a release date just yet or anything.
those ungrateful mother.
Bro, we can literally intercept the conductor, steal all his shit, and extract. Let's go, 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 go.
Okay, it's an extract. It's an extraction. It's an extraction shooter on a train. Interesting setting. I'm not into extraction shooters. I will take coffee, yeah.
Engine fall in 10, 9, 8. Carabao, we gotta move. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Engine fall. That could be fun to watch. I like watching extraction shooters though. Okay, one for blue, a T for X.
Eve Frontiers Founder Access is the first public step in creating a visionary sci-fi survival experience. You start your journey alone, a tiny blip in a seemingly endless universe. As you struggle to gain a foothold in this hostile world, you can build rudimentary structures, improved ships, components, and more.
I think this game's gonna
You'll
do
begin to
really
discover
well.
details about the universe and the ancient civilizations whose remnants still roam
There's
the
so
skies.
many people that are super into Eve.
Everything requires fuel to operate, and good resource management is crucial to survival. The most potent source of fuel, crude, is necessary to build formidable ships, advanced structures, and even stargates, reconnecting the vast universe.
Okay. While this guy's yapping,
Smart structures are highly customizable.
in a game that
They
I
open the
don't,
possibility for
I'm
immersive
not gonna
gameplay
be playing,
only
so I don't
bound
need to
by
listen.
your creativity.
I owe a bean, and I'm gonna do the bean that I
Founders have
owe.
already created custom tournaments, specialized trading hubs,
You can
advanced
mostly
security systems,
thank
and
X.
more.
That's an egg bean,
Are you
I believe,
ready
on
to
account of all the
lose yourself
biddies.
on the
This is
frontier?
from all the biddies yesterday.
Wow, I knew space was dark, but that was dark. CCP really knows how to make the destruction of the universe look kind of
would think.
beautiful. I'm honestly looking forward to being ambushed in the depths of space in Eve Frontier.
But But if you're like me and the thought of being caught off guard is a no-no, just head over to the PC Gaming Show Steam page and you'll find every single game we're showing today in one convenient spot ready to be wishlisted. So no scary surprises.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
and now here's a look at some of the great games from puzzle publisher Astrological.
Jack, I'll drink because
I'd say the days are blurring together. But what days?
rotten egg, by the way, if you don't.
I'm an introvert. It suits me. The contracts just keep on coming. 2 more rigs to construct. That will put me short in power. Gonna need more hydrogen generators. Good news is I've managed to synthesize 334 liters of water in the last 24 hours. Now they want 200 liters of ammonium hydroxide. Rewards are good though. On completion, we'll finally acquire an electrolytic producer.
Thank you.
And with all that methane on level 2,
I thought I mustn't have said it out loud.
methanol. After that, despite the fact no one really knows what's down there, I push on and keep going deeper.
Welcome to Matsuzawa Manufacturing Factory number 1.
My coffee's here, but she didn't make anybody else their drinks. I'm sorry. The fact that you're like making things is actually satisfying. It's not just like basic solve a puzzle. The fact that it turns into actual objects, I find that satisfying. Only just seen the requests, any excuse. Kobayashi Strut. This is a big old voxel world. Fans of automation games, factory games, are gonna like this, I think. Ooh. Okay, so it's actually giving Factorio a little. Damn, the bot does not like you today, Blue. There's so many scores. And the last 2 that I've seen were both in the 20s. Next month. Giving Voxel Factorio a little.
This is a factory in Modulus.
Okay,
Here,
more
we're
factories.
producing blue cores.
More factories.
Let's see how we got here. This facility was built out of these.
First was only
modules,
4, jeez.
which were joined, stamped,
Jeez.
and dyed with pigment. Produced here in our blue pigment refinery, which was constructed from these modules, made by combining these modules, cut from cubes, which were melted from polyrock, extracted here.
You're being a good person today. Wait, are you the upstanding citizen? You are. That'd be a real kick in the teeth
Have you got any
if
quick
you weren't.
easy building tips you can share with our audience?
Here's one. You know when you accidentally drop a tiny little screw into your PC case and it just disappears?
Oh yeah, I hate that. Do you have some cool hack for quickly finding it?
Nope. My tip is that screw is gone forever and you should pretend it never existed.
That's a
Okay, I
great
asked
tip,
about
honestly.
tips. What can you tell me about the Radeon RX 9070 XT you're installing?
The Radeon RX 9070 XT is a hot ticket item right now, and for good reason.
I have never pronounced it Radeon.
Putting its best foot forward with an RDNA 4 chip that can go toe-to-toe with
It's always been
NVIDIA's
Radeon.
GeForce RTX 5070 Ti. If you're worried about running out of VRAM, don't be. This comes with 16 gigabytes of GDDR6. That's plenty for gaming at 4K. Plus, it supports FSR4, the latest version of AMD's upscaling technology, to help your frame rate. But what I like about it most is how easy it is to undervolt. This lets you run it with less power and still get top performance.
Cool. 9070. I got one of them. Very, very lucky. I'm still very, very... Like, I still keep forgetting, in a sense, that I have a graphics card that can run, like, the games that I want to play. Whoa. Did you see that? This is from the devs of Firewatch. What? Wait. Were there little creatures in them water tanks then? Is it just me that saw that? I swear there were little creatures. They look like capybara. You took her into the forest. Oh my god, wait, what? Let them eat the flower, no let them. A dead body that looks just like you. Wait, there's all kinds of shit going on? I thought this was just a world builder. Like a city builder. Okay. Okay. Interesting. There's all kinds of choices matter business happening. Okay, that might be interesting. That might be worth a deeper look. That said world exclusive. No, it said coming soon.
I know our odds. Maybe it's time to consider the easy way out.
Oh, altars.
Me all your love now. 'Cause for all we know, we might be dead by tomorrow.
Dude, this is such a good Mumford & Sons cover.
Go on wasting my time. Adding scars to my heart. 'Cause all I hear is I'm not ready now.
You were always one of us. From day one.
I need to listen to some Mumford & Sons. I love Mumford.
What if deciding, making choices was never anything more than just an illusion?
What's in your heart? But if you're not ready,
You're still making it about yourself. Just look at us.
how can you be ready?
I just wanted to find a way out.
'Cause soon enough we'll die. 'Cause soon enough we'll die. 'Cause soon enough we'll die.
Okay, I need to know who that cover was.
Pathfinder, Abomination Vaults. A hack and slash dungeon crawl where up to 4 players battle through a single massive
Beautiful.
labyrinth filled to the brim with monsters, treasure, and secrets. Customize each hero between 3 paths, inspired by 2nd edition Pathfinder. Or mix and match.
I've never played Pathfinder or any games,
Whether adventuring solo or with
video
friends,
games that are
switch
Pathfinder.
between the party's heroes on the fly to unleash almighty combo attacks to annihilate the forces of darkness.
I don't really know
Deep below the surface, the dark sorceress Belcora Haruvex
mechanically how it
hammers her
works.
power. Are you foolhardy enough to delve into the
Dude, I just
shadows
realized it's still only like
the abomination
20 to
vaults?
9. Thank y'all for hanging out. Thanks for joining and tuning in so freaking early. It's like We've been live over an hour. Normally still wouldn't have started for another 2 hours, so.
Taking up the challenge of a double life.
Oh, it's nice having you.
Torn between one endeavor and another.
This one is getting quite a bit of pushing.
Two sides of the same precious coin. In one life, you brave dangers, while in the other,
Probably pay this one. Dude, it looks like it could be fun. I just don't know how much, like, can I improve the shop? If I can really... Okay, you can. I might be into it then. Because the main bit of the game that I will enjoy is the shop bit and improving the shop.
is this pursuit more important than its destination? That answer lies within you, little merchant.
Like, bouncing around, killing stuff? That's okay, but
computers aren't the
meta
only
game,
thing we build here at our hardware workshop.
Thank you for the biddies, dude.
Mike and Jacob are working on the rig. Mika and I have been preparing some more elegant equipment for fieldwork, spy gadgets. See here, this might appear to be a standard ATX full tower personal gaming computer. In actuality, every component is also an extremely cool spy gadget. Take, for instance, this CPU fan. In reality, Ninja Star.
Huh.
Really
that did
wasn't.
a real number when we tried it on an intern. Well, moving on. We have our range of hidden tasers. To the untrained eye, a coffee mug.
Yeah.
In reality, a taser. Ooh, or how about this? To the untrained derriere, a roll of toilet paper. But in actuality, you guessed it, it's a taser.
Hey, what about this? Is this like a hidden listening device?
You don't
USB,
want
or
to
is it
get
maybe a
that one
spy
confused.
camera?
That is, of course, also a taser.
Oh, you improved the
Don't worry,
town as well in the
you'll be
first.
fine.
Oh, that's interesting.
Eventually. For now, let's check out our next exciting world premiere.
It's one that, if there's a demo, I might want to play. The demo of Moonlighter and make a decision. What were those little things in the tanks? They look like they might be cute, but also murderous. Underwater dinosaur robots? Oh wait, no, we're in space. They're not underwater, they're in space. My bad. Same thing. Very much not, but you know. Oh shit, new Barotrauma expansion. People are gonna go crazy for that. Nice mug, thanks. Space mole rats. I thought they were tardigrades at first. Oh shit, this is on my wish list already. I'm not saying I'm gonna, I know I've already seen this and put it on my wish list.
Someone make sure they're humans. Check their eyes and teeth. An overlooked visitor will kill you.
It's so weird and creepy. I want it. Look how uncomfortable it is. No, I'm not a human. It's, again, already on my wish list. Oh, there's a demo!
Hi, I'm Oscar, a solo developer, and this is my game, Botsu. It's an online multiplayer game where you control a ragdoll robot and compete in some very silly physics-based competitions. I started making this game in my spare time, and now you can play the free demo on Steam. You'll start off in a lobby area called Bots Central, where you can meet up with your friends and mess around with the sandbox while they arrive. When you're ready, mind the gap and hop on the matchmaking train to your Botsu tournament. Your team will compete in bonkers box ball matches, steal boxes and drag your team to victory in Stockpile, and try to be the last bot standing in Sumo. It's even got physics-based power-ups, like sticky bombs, balloons that work on anything, and grappling
Okay, I
hooks
thought I
to
heard
swing the
something,
match
but
in your
then
favor.
I went outside and
You can
realized
play both
it's
online
only
and
20 to
split
9,
screen
so
at
I'm
the
gonna
same time, and you can create
I'm gonna
crazy
hear
custom
noises.
matches in the Steam demo right now. I hope you have fun.
It's not the middle of the night. What's up, Talia? Good evening, mate.
Hot nights, glow red at the stoplight. I say, big swerve, big will, rich chase. I serve, line up for the looks that kill. So rich it can make you ill. Don't choke on the diamond pill. Cheap lines, get a gag like bow down to the golden strand. Get in line, I'm an hiding man. Come close.
Okay, the music in this whole show, trailers, ads, I've been digging it.
Coming up in the show.
Okay, I'm intrigued. I'm a room in hell too. A new map. Ooh. I watched people playing this. It was fun for a while. So a new map might be fun to see. It definitely looked a little RE, like just the way the scene was with the. Damn, that was dark. No, I was a data analyst before. So not technically in tech, and not in game dev. I was a data analyst. And it's not as fancy. It was a data analyst for a bank, and it's not as fancy as it sounds. It's not as high level or well paying as it sounds. This looks like one of those games that'll be fun with people, like with friends. Forever? I know people who say the word forever and it sounds like that.
What an amazing collection of games we've already seen. Mika, we are really turning up the heat this year.
We sure are.
Mika, what is that?
Oh, it's thermal paste.
Oh, wait, let me guess. It doubles as like a plastic explosive, or maybe it's a
He's gonna
potent
eat it.
tranquilizing gas, or is that just like another taser?
No, it's literally just thermal paste. You know, it transfers the heat from your CPU to your heat sinks to avoid overheating.
Oh.
Plus, it is an amazing cookie filler. It's like
Told you.
icing.
I told you she was gonna
Mika,
eat
you
it.
can't eat thermal paste.
Of course you can, especially not with milk.
Okay, let's check in on that.
Told you she was
build
gonna eat
then.
it. I studied nothing for it.
In the computer.
My career path just took me that way.
Certainly going to try.
My highest level of qualification is in
Before we get ahead of
theatre.
ourselves, what kind of CPU is this puppy working with?
It's with no small amount of envy that I say this. We're equipping the rig with an AMD Ryzen 9 9950 X3D processor. Put simply, this is the fastest 16-core consumer CPU money can buy. It combines the best parts of every processor ever made. The power
It's a
of the
little bit
16-core
better than my
monster for tough
processor.
jobs. Check. The gaming chops of second-gen AMD 3D V-Cache tech. Check. This beast can work as hard as it plays, and it plays in a completely different league. It's the best processor in the world for gamers and creators, for gaming and for everything else. It's a beauty. If I wasn't putting it in the rig, I'd be tempted to walk out of here with it myself.
Phenomenal. Peak PC gaming, courtesy of PC Gamer and AMD.
Indeed. So,
The job that he has, he definitely, if he wants this processor, he definitely has it.
Looks like things are coming along perfectly with the rig. Which is perfect because right now we've got another exciting world premiere to show you from our friends at Fail Better Games.
Yay. Oh
The
shit.
village of Chandley is small, complicated, and everyone's got their own story. For 100 years, the practice of horticulture has been under a curse, making even the simplest act of cultivation unpredictable.
Horrifying creature. That thing was
Long line of
cute.
sorcerers steeped in the green and growing arts. Your family's old lodge has been empty for a long time, so don't expect airs and graces. Chandley may be small, but it's thick with secrets.
Fishing.
And set in its ways. Is it ready for the return of a mandrake?
The Mandrake setting is based on British history and folklore. For research, we've walked in a temperate rainforest and visited an ancient coal mine beneath the Forest of Dean.
It's a world where overfishing might cause a river to put a curse on you, and where you'll go delving for bright minerals in the forgotten deeps.
Sunless Sea and Sunless Skies did have some light cannibalism in them. You can't eat people in this one, but that doesn't mean that it's safe. There are old powers waiting in the
You can't
corners
eat
of the
people?
world, and the night does not belong to mortals. If all of that sounds good to you, wishlist Mandrake on Steam right now.
Honestly, that one's going on the note. That's going on the list. I like my farming stuff, but I also like the dark. I like dark themes. I want it. I mean, he caught the pizza dough, but like that, you can't make that pizza now, you know? Oh, pizza's actually a massive part of the game. It's called Pizza Bandit.
School student in under a minute, starting now.
Nice.
Monday, catch up on the news, get a new assignment, fight some guys using tactics, check your diary. Tuesday, investigate a spooky classroom, gain
Tuesday's
a rival, fight
the
some
worst
more
day.
guys, find a dog. Wednesday,
Dog.
romance your friends, kick an egg, fight those guys.
Kick an egg?
Thursday, follow some
That'll
blood,
smash the
track
egg.
down a missing sandwich.
Yeah, egg all over your
Friend out of
shoes.
Nowhere, there's guys, you fight them. Friday, find a cursed dog, learn a terrible secret, fight a really big guy. The weekend, sing karaoke, race beetles, rent some tapes, and generally just relax. That's 1 week down, many to go.
Dude, there's a
Demon School, an RPG with tactical battles right now.
There's a lot in this. There's a lot in that game. I can't hear nothing, but this looks great.
Congratulations on your assignment. You have been selected to oversee a caretaker deployment in Sector 43A. This video will introduce you to your unit and its sacred directive, the preservation and propagation
Oh wait,
of the
T
human
can't hear.
species.
I just wave.
After global hydrosaturation, Earth became uninhabitable. Humanity moved to orbit, but reproduction in space proved impossible. Moses responded with the Human Seed Program. Cryogenic embryos are grown to maturity in surface-based Lazarus pods, then transferred to orbital colonies for immediate workforce integration. Your caretaker unit manages every step: retrieval, growth, and orbital transfer. Caretakers maintain surface facilities, build autonomous power systems, and adapt to any anomaly, from environmental failure to unauthorized presence. Enjoy the rest of your assignment, and remember, every seed you plant shapes humanity's future.
But in this context, this is talking about human seeds, and it's, I don't...
You're the only one who can safeguard the future of humanity in The Last Caretaker. So, you know, no pressure or anything. Hey, Sean, what was that?
I need to see more
So
gameplay
sorry,
of
I
that.
may have eaten a light snack that just didn't really agree with me.
Wait a second, did you get into my thermal paste stash again?
I prefer the term computer hummus.
No, that's definitely a train, which means we are right on track for our next world premiere. Sean, no! Put it down.
I've never eaten hummus. Train game. Do y'all like trains? It's pretty bad. Yep, it's a train base builder, survival crafty. Okay, okay. I could get into this. I could get into this. Similar to like, Void Train. Void Train. Linux is in the dark scene. I don't know what that means, Lena. Wow, you can like real big base build on this thing. That looks too tall for a train. That makes me uncomfortable. That was too tall for how wide and how long it is. It's gonna tip over. That's dope. Okay, okay. I like me some base builder survival craft business. Could be fun. I wonder what the people who made Raft are doing. Are they gonna make another Raft? That'd be dope. Again, this would be really fun with friends. Oh, the demo is even multiplayer. Nice. I think that would be really fun with a group.
Norex would like to offer you an opportunity. We have some dirty work we need you to take care of. At your own risk, of course. Keep your mouth shut and you'll be rewarded.
Something familiar about this.
You want to hunt monsters? Join Norex.
Okay, it's Icarus, yeah.
And don't ask questions.
Oh, shit, that's why it's familiar. I was about to say it's reminded me of Icarus, but I never played Icarus. I just always knew that I'd probably enjoy it, but my computer could never have ran Icarus. I think I've got this on my wishlist already. No, I don't. I don't have this on my wishlist, actually. Because the one I'm thinking of is not, like, voxely. Interesting. Garbage Country. Okay, that looks fun.
So you're good at building PCs, but can you build
Garbage
other
Country.
things?
Got it.
Like a car?
Noted.
No, Frankie. I can't build a car.
What about like a winching system to pull something heavy out of, for example, a lake?
I mean, maybe I could put together.
Say a car was in a lake and you needed to winch it out. Could you at least build a ramp to make the winching a bit easier?
Is that something you want to tell me?
I drove your car off a ramp and into a lake, but I only did it to put the fire out.
My car was on fire?
There is no point in jumping a car off a ramp if it's not on fire.
Is there any good news to this story?
Yeah. Just check out this ramp. You should install these before you start shopping for a new car.
Oh, that's the Corsair Dominator Titanium DDR5. This kit is perfect for building an all AMD Ryzen build at 6,000 megatransfers a second and with low latency.
I don't know what that
We've
means.
also stuffed something special here, a light enhancement kit.
Too smooth
That's
brain.
a pair of dummy sticks that look the part but don't actually contain any memory chips. This is a great solution for an AMD build, as it means you can stick to the more reliable slots on the motherboard, 2 and 4, while looking the part. It also pairs nicely with our Haven 420 case, which offers
That's
thermal
actually funny
optimization
that they do
through its
dummy
central
sticks.
GPU airflow that sits within a dual chamber design.
That sounds like the perfect hardware combo for anyone looking to frag draw cards, explore endless dungeons, or simply stream with friends. But while you're out there updating your part picker list, why not check out this exciting upcoming game?
Okay. I have 4 new games on the list so far, for those keeping track.
World changed in the blink of an eye. The outpost outpost where we hope to find salvation has stopped responding. We found it abandoned, all in ruins.
Colony management?
Now we have to find out what happened and rebuild what's left.
Seems like it. Tree provides. Okay, colony sim. With cosmic horror vibes.
We make the most of the little space the tree afford. We live under a constant
I love watching people play these games.
from the fog. Not an ordinary mist that we knew before, but one that overwhelms us with the worst kind of fear.
Mist. This one's a little quiet.
If we want to survive in the new conditions, we must not only fight the fog, we must explore it, research it, understand it, as the fate of our people, maybe even the world, depends on it. And all before fear consumes us all. The tree provides. The tree protects. The tree prevails.
Oh shit. Oh, okay, that is the name of the game. Miss some of the games, anything good? It depends what you're into. I've got a cozy game called, there's a new Moomin game coming out. That's cozy. Mandrake looks pretty good. That's like dark vibes. Farming sim, you know, like Stardew kind of farming sim. Different, slightly nicer graphics. And then a couple of survival crafty type deals. That looks like it could be interesting.
Coming up in the show,
Railborn and Garbage Country. Those are the 4 that I've made notes of. That I'm going to add to my wish list. There's been a few that's already been announced that were already on it. This one looks good. That's already on my wish list. That's a weird game. Already there.
Your cult is waiting for prophets to lead them. Convert the feeble-minded. Learn the occult. Spread the mighty one's influence. Find power in the god of your choice to bring the unseen depths to the mortal
Anything and everything except multiplayer only. I get that.
Vanquish the opposition. Burn the non-believers. Indoctrinate the uncivilized.
I definitely get that.
Survive the horrors. Grow in power and strength.
This game I'm really interested in. It's just the fact that it's so white.
To overcome
That genuinely puts me off because it's just so bright.
You have what it takes to worship the Eldritch.
Trying to balance the volume. Guns of Icarus Online. That sounds familiar. Was Guns of Icarus an actual anime? Like with a show? That sounds so familiar. I don't remember a game. Okay, if I start Googling Guns of Icarus, it's just games. Stars of Icarus. That is an upgrade from Guns.
after almost a decade, Muse Games is bringing us a follow-up to the airship combat game Guns of Icarus.
Now, as with all professions, our work as gadget-crazed weirdos would be impossible if not for the laser watches and ejector seats of those who came before us.
We stand on the shoulders of giants. crafty, unhinged giants.
Which is why I am pleased to present, in an attaché case full of throwing knives and tear gas canisters, the latest intel on Bond, James Bond. So
Okay,
we
so we're
sent our
getting the
secret
IOI.
agents to see what's happening at IO Interactive.
I'm too lazy to say the word interactive. It's just IOI. You know, this game looks really, really good. But I'm also like in two minds of like, do I care about an origin story for Bond? I don't know if I do. I still want to play the game.
When things got together and we figured out that we were going to work on such a legendary IP, we're very, very excited. It's a huge opportunity. And also the fact that it hasn't been a game 14 years just adds to the excitement of
That's
the
how long it's
comeback
been since the last.
of this game in gaming.
The colleagues that we have here are phenomenal, and I think taking all of their experience from the sort of agent fantasy that they've been building for all these years and applying
Oh, god damn it, Jade. That's a big spoiler for me. Ah. Oh well.
to the Bond franchise has
Well,
been
I'm excited
incredible to
about
see
it.
and be a part of. We're making a standalone James Bond game, but there are characters and locations that I think are going to make the fans of the novels and the fans of the movies and the cinematic history really smile. In any kind of IP where there's some known aspects of the character, you can initially view these as constraints, but really they're strengths because we get to work with all these amazing partners. Aston Martin and Land Rover, collaborations with Omega, and all of these things lends itself a sense of credibility to the player that this is a real James Bond experience.
Crafting this character has been both exciting and extremely challenging because it's a balance between being very true
Well,
to
I know what's
Ian
coming in the
Fleming's
Xbox
novels
showcase
on the
now.
character, yet bringing some part of IO into that.
The most special thing about our version of Bond is that it's an IO reimagination of the origin of Bond himself. And it allows us to really dive in and learn about what it takes to enter this world of espionage.
It was very important to us from early on that we didn't want to synthesize Bond. We didn't want to go in and cherry pick qualities from different aspects of stories or whatever. We wanted to make something that was fully original. So he's young.
You won't get a reaction
he's
now.
someone who doesn't yet know
Not
all
the
the
same
things we
anyway.
know about James Bond. He has all the core qualities. So he is irreverent. He's inherently charming. He's funny, but he's not yet cold. He's not callous. He's a more energetic. He has that impatience of youth built in.
I mean, Anna, if you were a mod, you could have deleted it before I saw it, but
worn down, principled young man, and then that journey on.
Unfortunately, I got no mods today.
Colder guy that we might recognize. That space there.
Doing the
between
modding.
his
I think
values.
they're all
He is
lurky.
very true to his North Star and his values. And the story is very much about when you meet the harsh, political, dangerous world out there, how does a young man fare while still retaining his values?
Not only will we get to experience the character changes and the lessons he needs to learn, but also how he gets his famed gear.
The world is a big part of how you solve the problems as you get to them. Using the environment and weapons and charm, and obviously gadgets is a huge part of that. We have a lot of the gadgets you'd expect and then quite a few you wouldn't.
So our longtime fans from our Hitman franchise can expect to recognize some of these core elements from our Interactive in our James Bond game.
A really core aspect of this game is what we call creative approach. And it has to do with standing outside a lavish location. We're going to give you an objective in here. You absolutely need to be able to do that in a bunch of different ways. But I think the biggest difference is that you need a lot of patience to play Hitman. You need to be sitting there seeing the patrol. He goes over there and he likes wine and you overhear that thing. But Bond, he can also just walk through the front door. I'm actually just going to go and talk to them. I'm just going to go punch him right now. If you're a James Bond that wants to crouch along, you know, the covers and be careful and all that stuff, that's your Bond and that's fine. But we've crafted a game that has a lot more forward momentum.
Spycraft is part of our DNA. However, in terms of Bond, there are two key differences.
The agent we were working with before, he is an empty shell, right? He's a chameleon, whereas just Bond is very much a personality.
A big part of the fun of playing the game is to see what he'll say. Because he always has something great to say that you wouldn't have thought of. His quick wit and talking your way into and out of trouble is a big part of the core loop as well.
If Hitman is a single-minded killer, and basically the bad guy of the game. Bond is the hero. And that means that we are much more focused on his journey as a character, and we are much more focused on saving the world.
I wonder how much time they're putting into this.
We're dialing the action to 12.
How many man-hours?
We wanted a physical Bond. We wanted fighting to be visceral and brutal and violent and super fun and exciting. So we spent a great amount of energy on making a system of free-flow combat where you're fighting multiple opponents at once. You can grab them and punch them and throw them into each other, use the environment.
We really did strides and upping the dynamism, the kinetic feel of the combat, be that the melee combat and shooting and the seamless in and out between that. It's very, very exciting. We as a studio and as a team have evolved a lot to do top class action, spectacle moments and spectacle situations, all interactive. The situations you get into are absolutely wild. It's because that's the 360 experience that our fans deserve and expect from a Bond experience.
And we've really pushed our engine to sort of bring on this higher level of spectacle and fidelity to the game.
This production has pushed our internal tech beyond. Like miles ahead of what we were able to do before.
Depicting these
how you doing, dude?
different cities and locations, exotic types of vehicles, not just normal vehicles. So take everything
I'm
we
good,
know,
thanks.
but also
I'm
evolving
good.
with technology to deliver an experience that is more advanced than we've ever done before.
Yeah, I'm doing good. I'm good. We've been
a
streaming so much
larger-than-life
these last few days because of all the
action-adventure
shows.
story, and that's what we've delivered. But it's
Got so
always
many
with
new games on my
character
wish
at its
list.
center. There's never action for
How you
action's
doing, man?
sake. It's because it leads to the next thing. It's because he needs and has to do this in order to succeed.
Having worked on Hitman on and off for 20 years.
Watching the
this
whole
is a
time
combination of
drinking
all that
boba.
work, all that skill, all that practice.
What kind of boba?
Coming together and finally seeing the ultimate spy fantasy come to life.
Just showing new games. Yes and no. Some of it's like brand new, only hearing about this weekend. Some of it's like world exclusives for this show. Some of it's like release date announcements and things like that. So it's not all brand new stuff, but pretty much. So like they announced there's a new map coming for Icarus, which has been out for ages, but it's a brand new map. So it's like a mix. Never played any Bond games. I'm not sure I have either, you know. I know that I sat and watched a friend of mine play through different friends, but I've watched friends play through a couple of Bond games, but I don't think I've ever played one myself. Dude, that's been kicking your ass. Bought the premium, been hella busy the last these days. Dude, I'm in two minds whether I want to play Dune or not.
When the world ended, we shielded our city. Safe but trapped, we endured. Until now, until you, time traveler. Only you can shatter our chains. Guide our armies, defend our kingdom, propel the evil hordes. Rebuild what the enemy shattered and restore the might.
This looks
of
actually kind of
our
interesting to me.
The lands of Bastion still
Word.
whisper secrets.
I have to play
Relics
Dune.
of power waiting to be claimed. Together, you are legions. Not even the hordes of the Unraveler.
This is an
shall
MMO,
halt
and I'll be
your
playing it
advance.
mostly on my own, you
Your
know.
strength will never cease to grow. Once banished, you.
Oh, did you play
will
GoldenEye
break
X?
us
See, I didn't have an N64. I never had an N64. I got one like 5 to 10 years after it was big, and I never got any games for it.
It's in your best interest to listen to me.
My mum picked it up on the flea market. Just 100% recommend. How many hours do you have in it already, Violet? Because I know when you get into a game, I know you go hard. Yo, what's up, Santa? How's the weekend treating you, dude?
Good work. Head back to the van. Head back to the van.
Oh, that was Pigface. Okay, that looks... Last time I saw some... what I think was gameplay,
we are
didn't
running
look like
a
good.
fine-tuned engine of gaming goodness. Oh, speaking of, Sean, what's going on with the rig?
Let's find out. Frankie, Jacob, status report?
We're doing great down here. Jacob is about to fill us in on what we're installing next.
I'm just wiring up everything with our Gigabyte Aorus X870E motherboard. It's got a suite of features for reliable overclocking and memory performance, and its built-in thermal armor and heat sinks will keep our Ryzen X3D rig running great without running hot. And of course, our GPU, a Gigabyte Radeon RX 9070 XT with RDNA 4 architecture, and a third-gen
really
AMD ray
expensive
tracing tech
motherboard.
for competitive 4K performance.
Awesome. And for those of you who want to speed up your own PC build, I've got a technique I always use. A montage.
A what?
A montage.
Going good, not much sleep. For good reasons. I'm gonna take it that it's for good reasons.
Oh, a montage. Right. Great idea, Frankie.
Freeze frame high five?
Freeze frame what?
Not gonna lie, I'm starting to get a little bit worried about the rig booting, but oh, perfect. In the meantime, here's some new tech for you, or should I say, some new Terra tech.
Karaoke adventures, nice. Wonder what the gift tax would be for the winner. Oh, it depends where you are, though. If you win competitions like that, like in the UK, I don't think you'd have to pay tax on winning that. This is another game I want to watch people play. I want to watch someone play this, but not play it myself. I need to remember to go back and get the find out who did that Mumford & Sons cover from the Alters trailer, because that was such a good cover. No, yeah, I was offered a key to get an early start on June, but like I had so much stuff. So you're in the US, our tax sucks. Hey, we pay 20% tax on everything that we buy. We gotta have something that's good. Literally, we pay 20% tax on earning. Anything over basically £13,000, everything after that gets 20% tax. And then when you buy stuff, you get 20% tax as well. So, taxes kind of suck here, but there's one or two things that work in our favor. Oh, I know, each state tax is different depending on where you are. But we tend to actually get taxed more heavily. But we have the advantage that everything's very clear. We don't have to figure shit out ourselves. Pretty much ever. Unless you're self-employed, in which case you have to do your own taxes. But I think there's like maybe 10% of people have to do their own taxes here. And that's it. But those are people who are like running their own businesses or whatever, so like... Oh shit, this was Power Lives! This is the new Sims like. So if you like The Sims, Power Lives might be up your alley. Are they hyenas? Games are not taxable here, 7%. But I think, it's not a gift though, is it? That's a competition winning. Like tons of Sims likes appearing nowadays. I know of two. I only know of Inzoi and after the latest mainline Sims was bad. Sims 4 is the latest mainline Sims. Sims 4 is like so old. See, that could be a... It could be a... I'm gonna write it down, we might check that out. Lost Rift. No, I only know of Inzoi and
didn't see
Paralives
that.
now.
Don't mind me, I have got a
I've missed
special
if there's
friend
more.
stopping by, but don't tell the folks upstairs. It's a surprise, you see. When you see them, just let them know that they can add any of today's exciting games to their wish list. Follow the link below to see all the goodies in today's show. And in the meantime, let's see what our friends over at Rogue Snail have been
Sims
cooking up.
4 release. I mean, look at... Sims 4 came out 11 years ago, Santa. 11 years ago.
Perdoe essa pobre coitada.
It just make you realize we're...
Que de joelhos rezou bocado. Pedindo pra
Also, Violet, I didn't say, but Taro Boba is the only Boba that I've ever tried, and I liked it. It's a good choice. When I tried Boba for the first time, I was recommended to try Taro.
Para quem tem olhos de ver, não é lugar para vocês.
Taro's the best. Oh, Taro and Milk Tea, those are the two that I've tried. I've tried Milk Tea, actually.
Que nem mesmo cactos consegue brotar.
Todos precisam saber sobre o que de fato aconteceu em Canudos.
Eles moveram mundos para acabar com o nosso lado. Perdemos, mas resistimos, como Mandacaru, no meio da grande seca.
There's an exile like... Oh, Path of Exile.
Eles vão nos
Hell Clock
massacrar novamente.
is what it says. I'm sorry, I did not see that L. I genuinely thought it said something else. I feel like 10 years ago was last year, dude. I know that feeling. Blue Eye Samurai, no, it's on my watch list though. Miliziona? I don't know how to say it.
You've tried to flee.
Oh, who's talking? I can't hear it. I want to play this. Already wishlisted.
And it pains me deeply. But a lamb that's always lost.
Paralives? That's the one that we just saw a trailer for, Paralives.
Has to be gold.
Oh, there's a playtest? I want to play that. That's what I read, X.
Chef, opening your own restaurant may feel like a fairy tale.
That's what it said in my brain.
It's trickier than it looks. Customers curse you. The hordes line up at the door. Elder gods are summoned. All of this can really burn your biscuits. But you will be forged in the fires of the kitchen.
So many cooking
Sharpen
games.
your knives and master the magic of food.
Guy Fairy.
For an ancient hunger has awoken. And the path to a demon's heart is through its stomach.
There have been so many cooking games this weekend.
Hey, let's check in on how things are
Life by
progressing
You,
with...
that actually does ring a bell.
And make sure there aren't any saboteurs in the mix. Hey, Mika, how are the kids looking down there?
Oh, it's not looking great. They're hooking up a... Oh my god, they're hooking up the PC to a printer.
No, printer, it's too dangerous.
I know.
told them the rig is way too valuable to be anywhere near a printer.
I know.
We have to stop them.
No. It's too late because they're downloading a driver.
Oh,
wait.
God, why?
Maybe it's an okay. Jacob looks like he's laughing. Oh no, no, he's sobbing.
Oh no.
And now he's cursing God. Yeah. Oof.
Why, you maniacs? Why? Damn you, printers. Haven't you taken enough from us?
Well, while our team does some
How many people
troubleshooting,
have a printer?
Let's take back the post-apocalypse from hordes of
97,
mutants and
nice.
co-op roguelite Gun Touchables.
I have a printer in my house.
If you're watching this tape, it means the world has ended.
It's wireless, though.
Welcome to Gun Touchables. It's not a game, it's a state of mind. It's about having such a cool gun, you're untouchable. That's why they call it Gun Touchables. Collect crates in the wasteland to help you kick more ass. But your enemies are getting upgraded too, and that's where things heat up. So get
those
ready
ones, but
to
what are these
blow
little
stuff
dudes?
up, and smack stuff with a shovel, and shred stuff with a bone saw, and snipe stuff. Survival is about sticking together. It's about getting badass guns and even more badasser upgrades.
I feel like this game would ruin friendships.
It's about killing whatever this thing is. Because here in the apocalypse,
He's
you're
put it
up
in the
against
library.
a million maniacal
Nice.
mutants that want nothing more than to pound you into hamburger meat. There's only one way to survive, and that's to become Gun Touchable. Coming to early access on June 17th.
2 printers like that are that are like usable. Oh, is this what a lot of people have been waiting for this, I think. Yeah. I've seen lots of anticipation. I just noticed his little let off. Good. That means he's happy. Oh, you've got an enchant and a laser. Damn. I wish I was more into boomer shooters, because there's just... Boomer shooter enjoyers, they get treated well, man. They eat good. Soon, TM. Nice.
Coming up in the show,
That looks like Warhammer. That cat had a cat's head on its butt. Stario. That's another one I want to watch someone
And
else
this
play.
is the Superhero Dispatch Network.
I kinda wanna play
I hope
this.
you're ready for your first shift.
Wait, we're doing this? Hey team,
This is your dispatcher.
You're just a dispatcher of superheroes.
Watch and learn, Sonny.
demo.
How do I mute you?
Can't wait for this, dude. I'm looking forward to this one as well.
Taking bets on when you'll quit.
Friday? Today's Friday. I know.
Dispatch is on my wish list. I didn't know there was a demo. We might have to check that out. Might have to check out the demo, you know? Go back to the hot dog. Can we go back to the hot dog, please? Wait, I think your character's called The Beef. Open world bike adventure. Any cyclists? that don't want to
Wheel World is a
bike
rare
digitally.
kind of game that leaves you asking the important questions, like, why aren't all the world's bicycles shaped like hot dogs?
We can only hope the answer reveals itself someday.
She gets
Until then, let's turn our attention to the latest from FBC Firebreak, the next game from Remedy. And if my tracker is working properly, it looks like Frankie met up with the Bureau.
A lot of people are very excited about FBC. I might have to get a squad together for this.
Since we've been locked in with the hiss. I don't care about your day job if you can hold a gun and use a tool. Firebreak needs you. I'll be frank with you, this ain't an easy shift. But at least you won't be alone. Your fellow Firebreakers will have your back.
Control was so good.
Fixing together. And hell, even showering together. If you can stand your ground and stick together, it'll be more than enough to survive.
That was dope.
Corrupted item loose on site.
On my way.
It's a post-it monster. That's me. I'm basically made out of post-its.
So, that's the job. Sounds simple enough. Good. I've got a liability waiver
It was a sticky
here
note
with
monster.
your
It was
name on
indeed.
it.
That trailer was absolutely epic, delivered on all fronts, but it did take me back to my student days. It might have been the post-it notes, the traffic lights, and the slight feeling of regret in the shower. What have we signed up to? Mike Kayata, you're the game director of FBC Firebreak
Hey,
and
Sadiri.
Remedy Games. Thank you so much for joining us.
Hello.
But yeah, what have we signed up to here?
Yeah, lots. So that was our big launch trailer. We're coming out in just over a week now, so we're
Oh,
really
damn,
excited to
that's
share
close.
a lot more of the game, stuff that we haven't shown, a little bit of all of the 5 jobs in the game, which are kind of different crises that you have to deal with. But yeah, so we're getting close now.
I remember when Control came out in 2019, and we're revisiting that world in FBC. Why was now the right time to revisit?
Yeah, so right now it was just a great time for us to kind of go back to the oldest house. We never wanted it to kind of feel like we were retreading on Control, and that was like definitely something we thought about a lot. And one of the reasons why we shifted into a first-person perspective, so you could kind of go back into the oldest house and see it from fresh eyes in a different way.
I mean, you did have a lot of fun in Control. And also, we're in first person this time, so...
Yeah, so of course very different, and I think as anyone can tell from that trailer, we're extremely like tonally to the side of Control, and this was a really big challenge for us because of course Control was very moody and atmospheric and very like horror tinged, but of course it did always have that little edge of absurdity. And speaking to that, this is kind of like why we leaned into that more absurd angle, because you know Control was very carefully built for a single player experience. Since we are sort of a kind of joke around with your mates and just kind of have fun thing, we didn't want to totally like betray that franchise, but we did want to take those kind of recipe components and just flip them around. So we keep that kind of edge of like horror and tension and stakes, and we just add a lot of the absurdity at a higher value. So for example, like you saw Sticky Ricky, our gigantic monster made out of sticky notes. In one of our trailers, you know, somebody I think actually shouts like, "Sticky Ricky! Sticky Ricky!" Which was to us very, very funny, but to that character, completely terrifying.
And Sticky Ricky is joining us today. Yes. He's just getting himself together, and maybe he'll answer a few of my questions. Say I don't necessarily have 3 straight-up fraggers on my team. Are there roles that we can adopt in this game?
Yeah, absolutely. So the game is kind of built around a trifecta of kind of saved loadouts that are centered around tools. We call these crisis kits, and each one was developed with a different play style in mind. So we have one that kind of shoots these gigantic like liquid globules you saw in the trailer, and this is for the person we always just imagine almost like Scarface, like I don't really care, I just kind of want to, you know, paint the world with something. And then we have another one which is a tool that kind of looks like a pogo stick mixed with a defibrillator, and you might be surprised, but we always thought of this as like a precision and tactical instrument just because you can kind of relocate yourself and move around easily. And then we have the last really complex tool, which is literally just a wrench.
The complex tool
just a wrench.
is a
It's
wrench.
a gigantic piece of steel. So we made a lot of active decisions to try to get people right into the gameplay. So that's at the cost of some direct storytelling, but we haven't scrimped any on the world building and the big narrative and what it feels like to be inside of the oldest house.
We do associate Remedy with these big narrative games, so much imagination, atmosphere, obviously Alan Wake, obviously Control.
Sure.
So this feels like a new departure for you guys moving into this space. So why?
Yeah. And to be clear, it's fundamentally different. You shouldn't go into this game whatsoever expecting those type of experiences, which, by the way, I personally adore. I started Remedy as a massive fan of Remedy, so this isn't a pushback on that type of experience. But the thing is that we, as soon as we started making more than one game at the same time, we just wanted to say, hey, is there a way to kind of like open the doors? If you are a huge Control head and you know all the lore and you really love it, and you can't convince your friends to try this game out, we wanted to give that kind of step in. So even though it's not really what Remedy is today, I do hope that a little over a week from now, it will be part of what Remedy is.
I think it's a good
in
call.
The future.
It's a good idea.
Mike, as an online cooperative shooter, what does this game look like in, say, a year's time?
Yeah, that's a great question.
I wasn't
especially
expecting it to
because,
be
you know,
super
the
deep
online
story.
space, I think a lot of
The
people
type of
treat
game
it
that it
very
is.
differently. One of the big things that we're about is avoiding kind of like FOMO, like engagement. You know, you don't need to check in every day. We're not going to kind of add a timed battle pass. So if you
respectful.
come in on day one and you come back to us a year from now, all you're going to see is all the great stuff that we add. And speaking of that,
just stuff that's added, but
already
it's
in
not
this
gonna be
year,
time
we're going to
gated.
add 2 more jobs. That adds to the other 5 game modes that we ship with, already growing it by about 40% by the end of the year. We've got additional endgame systems and lots of plans.
I'm just pitching it's a stapler, like opened out, and it just.
Okay, I have news for you. There is a stapler in the game.
It exists. It has to. You're in an office.
I'm a genius.
So in the game, actually in that trailer, you probably saw that big traffic light. That's actually called the red light. It's an altered item you may have seen in Control. It's now corrupted by the hiss, and in certain settings, it can show up and kind of hit you with a big red light. You're not allowed to move until it gives you a green
That's
light.
dope.
There's another one, which is a stapler, which if you are a super Control nerd, you might remember from some of the posters in the oldest house.
I remember.
Is that a stapler, an altered item? And then you see
I do, I remember.
a nice little clip art of a stapler. Well, that stapler actually shows up, and it kind of behaves like a fly. It sort of like buzzes around your face and gives all the enemies a lot of additional health. So yeah, there you go.
Where can we sign up?
Yeah, lots of ways to play this game. Of course, we're on all the major consoles, on Epic Game Store, or you can head over to Steam, where you can wishlist the game today. It comes out June 17th. Grab your friends, and we hope to see you there.
Well, go on then. Go clean the oldest house. Sign up today. Thank you so much, Mike, and good luck.
Thank you.
Ah, the FBC. Lovely bunch over there for, as long as they last.
Hey, didn't we cook up a few trinkets for FBC personnel at some point?
I mean, we offered, but spy gadgets just don't hit the same way when you spend your whole day working with evil typewriters and turn your bones backwards.
Yeah, that's a fair point. Well, up next, if you've been looking for the perfect excuse to wear a toga, and who hasn't, here's a look at Ubisoft's next entry in the long-running strategy city builder, Anno 117, Pax Romana.
If you want to be immortalized in ornateness, here's a little lesson in greatness. If governing is your vocation, it's all about location, location, location.
Oh, it's a song.
Find a religion or 5 or more.
I recognize that male voice. I think it's the guy who played Will in Baldur's Gate.
I'd prefer Pax Romana instead.
Is it going to be a city builder? It looks like it. Wait, I missed it. Did it tell us what game it was? Or is it Pax Romana? Is that the name of it? Because that guy said I'd prefer Pax Romana instead. We're 2 hours in. Still like an hour away almost. Oh, it's just it is an Anno. There's another Anno game. Who was it the other day who was like, oh, please not another Anno?
Going up after all.
It's another one.
Yeah, no, I'm Nate, and I'm in. I was gonna.
I thought I told you there's nothing up there.
Like, what's up there though?
Nothing.
There's a tower.
Yeah, that's it.
What? When you get to the top of the tower, what's there?
It's like a top of a tower.
There's baby steps.
There we go. Oh, I'm done. Probably nothing up there anyway.
I really do want to play, but also really don't want to play this. The fuck is this? It's the next big foddy, like, you know, getting over it. Oh, there is a demo. No, getting over it only up. It's the next one of those types of games. You are justice. I mean, I was right. I said it looked like Warhammer. It's a new Darktide update. Rotal game? Yes. 100% X. That's... Rotal probably really digs Darktide. I get the impression he would really dig it. I have Darktide. I do. It's actually installed. Burp neighbors. Yeah, it was still like, I don't know, half an hour to an hour from when I would normally start going live, so thanks for joining. I hope you're enjoying this nice chill early Sunday stream. Space Marine 2? Dude, what did you think of it? I loved Space Marine 2. It was the first game that I ran on this new graphics card, actually.
I'm sure you're eager to see more of the rig, and I'm eager to show it. So let's check back in with the build and see where things are at.
Honestly, I'm not bothered about the rig.
Oh, hi, Mika. We have had a slight hiccup. Looks like Jacob forgot the #1 rule of a new PC build.
An offering before you start, or computer spirits drink your heart. He forgot the sacrifice.
You have to do the sacrifice.
You've got to do the sacrifice.
Can we scold me later?
That's true, you do.
All right, I should cut him loose while he's still got blood. Sit still, Jacob. I don't want to hit any important bones.
I am loving how normal things are today. And a quick reminder, you can find every single game from today's show in one place at the PC Gamer Steam page over at PCGamer.com.
I hate that chainsaw was clearly
wishlist.
not on.
My own wish list is currently buckling under the strain of so many amazing games.
And you know what? Speaking of amazing games, here's our next world premiere. A brand new game published by Punkle, the creator of Vampire Survivors. Get ready to go berserk.
Vampire Survivor? Oh. Wait. Wait, hang on, really? You just move your mouse around a ton and slam the keyboard. Wait, really? If that's true, that's genius. I love it. Loved it. Oh, the console issues and matchmaking. That sucks. That sucks. I love Space Marine 2. The control scheme on that looks mental. No, playing Space Marine 2 reinvigorated my desire to read some Warhammer books. Button mashing, yeah, but it's designed to be button mashed as well. It's fucking great. Looks incredible. Okay, so I had, on my old graphics card, I had to run it at the very lowest quality settings. And there were parts of the game where I was getting like 20 frames a second. And there was some kind of RAM leak on it that meant that after about an hour I would have to restart the game. When I got the new graphics card, it was the first game that I ran because I remembered exactly what settings and the stuff that I would get. Mycopunk. Risk of Rain so fun with mods. I've never even played Risk of Rain.
Happy to be here.
Greetings, local life forms.
Like vanilla.
Open your mind.
This could be a party.
Yeah, I got the new graphics card and I put it on max graphics and I got
For when you want something.
better frames than I used to get on low.
Coming your way.
Now.
What's
And it was so nice to start the game up and be able to.
Anomaly.
put it up.
We could theoretically send TV through it.
We already are.
The Bend is a planet-wide hallucination and a hoax.
Everybody seems so anxious to say something that they don't get their facts straight first.
Consider the Bend as a source of signal intrusions and dangerous interference.
The Bend is the future. It's our future.
Couldn't catch me zooming into any bend in space.
Let us eagerly embrace the abyss.
The Nether.
Dimension and television.
Only on Blippo Plus.
I don't know what I'm looking. What just happened?
All those games have looked great, and wouldn't you know it, we've got even more to show you. Check this out.
Hey, I'm Felix Schade. I started Morbid Metal a few years ago as a solo dev, and what began as a small passion project has evolved into something far more ambitious. It hit Steam Early Access this summer, and I can't wait to show you more. Morbid Metal is a fast-paced, roguelite hack and slash that is built for intense combo-driven combat. You play as an advanced AI, trapped inside a deadly simulation.
I like the music.
Your mission? Explore its beautiful and brutal iterations, grow stronger, and prove your worth to your creator. You'll control up to 3 characters. It's a bit like switching weapons in a shooter, except here, you're switching full-on playstyles. Each character has their own unique combat style and active abilities, which are unlocked as you explore the simulation. You can even chain attacks between different characters. Start with Vector to quickly dispatch enemies, switch to Flux for a flurry of hits, and finish your combo with Echo's special attack.
Reminds me of there was a Souls-like that came out with a similar kind of thing.
As you'll face a variety of powerful enemies, each with their own attack patterns and weaknesses. And at the end of every biome, you'll face powerful bosses. These are dramatic, high-stakes encounters designed to be tough but rewarding.
More games. There's too many, Bear.
Reshapes the world.
There's too many
Layouts
games.
shift, enemy types
It's
change,
the best problem
and you'll
ever.
have to adapt and make strategic choices to succeed. Choose character upgrades, buffs, or curses that change how you play. Some of these choices push you to take risks, others offer abilities, rewards, and modifiers, which alter your combat style, making each run truly
How you doing,
unique.
dude?
Play the free demo tomorrow during Steam Next Fest, and wish this now for early access on August 20th.
I do have Risk of Rain 2. Someone gifted it me not too long ago. I'll have to check it out at some point. Need people to play with though. Like you gotta have a group to play Risk of Rain.
Oh my
Boss!
God! Okay, it's happening. Everybody stay calm.
Boss, how you doing, dude? Welcome on in, dude. How did you enjoy Night Rain? How did you enjoy Night Rain? Guys, welcome on in. We're watching the PC Gaming Show. I don't know how long's left. I forget when it started. I don't know how long. I think it was 2 hours. We're coming up towards the end of it, but I haven't watched the Xbox showcase either today yet. So we're going to be watching that in a little bit. Welcome on in, everybody. If you don't know me, hello, I'm Sane. I'm a variety guy. I'm big on game discovery, so I love this shit. I love this shit. The days where it's just all game showcases and stuff. This weekend, I've been streaming a lot. We've been doing a lot of watching. I've added about 40 games to my wish list. It's now at 444. World premiere. Guys, if you don't know Blossom, hang on. I don't have mods. I don't have any mods in. Here we go. Guys, if you don't know Bloss, you need to go and know her. Drop her a follow. Go check her out. One of my longest standing stream friends.
Very own public bus service.
Been a friend of the channel for like
Bus
ever.
services will start in the tracks and ash tree. But
It's
will
like just a
expand to
bus
more
driving
neighborhoods
simulator.
as
I'm kind of
passenger
down.
vehicles roll in.
But yeah, this is live, so that's why I'm not pausing. Otherwise, I normally would and welcome you in. But thank you for joining on the raid, guys. I hope you're good. The plan is to, when we finish watching this show, we've got the Xbox showcase, and then we're gonna do some. We're gonna jump into my first playthrough again of Oblivion today. Gotta like and take care of pets. No worries, dude. Thank you for the raid. Thank you for bringing your folks over. Yeah, please go look after the pets. Look after yourself.
Hey,
And that
Sean,
goes for
should we
anyone.
see what's going on
Join
the
in as
factory
well.
floor. Make sure there's no production line issues holding up the rig.
after
Well, that's a great
yourself.
idea, and I've invented the
Welcome in, Bubba.
perfect spy gadget for just that.
Hey, Sean, there is a big window right behind us. We could just look through that.
Oh, look through a window? What is this, the Stone Age?
You know, I'm pretty sure they didn't have windows in the Stone Age, Sean.
Why would I use an obsolete Stone Age technology when the wristwatch I invented is capable of tracking my steps
It's very
and
cheesy.
hacking into any camera system on the planet instantly?
Okay, that's
Finish the main
actually
story. Nice,
really
nice.
amazing, Sean.
Well, I'm glad you like it because I took the liberty of making a Mika model a gift from me to you. Here, tap on the icon and you'll instantly hack into the warehouse cameras.
Okay, Sean, this is a little bit
With an
much.
orange.
Wait, I have to make an account to use this?
Well, it's a free trial for 7 days, but then it's only $9.99 a month after that. And look, two-factor authentication for safety.
Sean, this is and now I have to connect my Steam account?
It's Plot Vision as a service.
Man, I almost never get to see Blossom on a Sunday. She streams earlier on a Sunday. Because it's like a weekend, I actually get to spend time with the missus, so I don't get on Twitch very early. I don't always. Obviously today's a bit different. Just because you see two people, I immediately go, come on. Twas far. Okay, that could be interesting. Keep an eye out for that one.
Subject decimated.
I've seen this before. I think we saw this announced at one of the shows, either around the award show season or last summer.
And we're the rats in his cage. You're gonna get us out of here. We better get to work.
You know, I don't like oranges. I like the flavor, but I don't like the texture of oranges. I think I tried an orange when I was a little kid, and I haven't tried one since because I didn't like the texture of it. It's a note from you. Yeah, this kind of shooter, not always my kind of game. I play him every now and then, though. Voidbreaker, yeah. I remember the name now. I remember now that I've seen it in front of me. Oh, this is the Grave... something or other. Grave... Reaper? Maybe? It's like... Yeah, it's got some creepy... Yeah, Moida. You're like, oh, look, it's Stardew-like. And then there's murder and shit. This is already on the wish list. Breaking and entering? Grave Seasons. It's already on my wish list.
You know, it's about time someone made a cozy life sim filled with supernatural horrors, just like my everyday to day life. And of course, it's from Blumhouse Games.
You know, I often felt
Over a
the
snack
only
and
thing
couldn't
missing
decide.
from
That's
Stardew
fair.
Valley was the ever-present danger of murder. So this should hopefully scratch an itch.
And Grave Seasons isn't
just
the
take
only
what you-
world premiere horror game
just
we've
do
got
with
for
what
you.
you can.
Feast your
Take
eyes
what you
on
can get.
this.
Tone change very quick. I like that though. Yeah, it's like you said, Stardew Valley with the ever-present danger of murder.
On this most auspicious of nights, I would like to raise a toast. New friends, I bid you welcome to the club.
We've got to get out of here.
This will help.
I'll keep an eye out for anything dangerous.
I'll check for anything on the floor.
A terrible curse has drawn you together, but fear threatens to drive you apart.
Did you seriously rob me? Is that blood?
God! Oh, God! Keep your cards close to your chest.
No, this isn't right.
For you'll need to decide who you can trust.
Is somebody there?
Before the rest of my guests arrive.
That looks kind of interesting. That looks interesting.
Born of the Abyss, Vampire the Masquerade, Bloodlines Unofficial Patch, Doom 3 Phobos, and more mods join GOG. Pre-installed and ready to play, smooth as never before. Just add the mod to your library.
I don't think we
download,
did see
and
that
install
yesterday,
it. It's
or
that
I missed
simple.
it.
GOG has teamed up with modding
That's the first time
communities
I've
to
seen
bring
that.
iconic fan creations. Which,
Do you remember
by
what it was
restoring
called? I
cut
forgot what it was
content,
called
fixing
already.
long-standing bugs to introducing entirely new quests, characters, and experiences, breathe new life into classic titles.
So I've just seen so many games over the weekend. Remembering the names of them all.
Later this year.
Oh! Yo, Sky Oblivion's coming out this year.
Fast food. Velocity noodles. Fast food in his bag.
I don't normally enjoy games with this kind of view. But I have played a couple. I can't think of the names. I can't think of the names. One of them is you're a murderer, like a hitman, and there's animal masks involved. Hill something. But then the other one was like, you're a cleaner. Serial cleaner, that's what it was called. I want to try Dinkum. Were you guys hearing all that weird sound crackle and popping then? I wasn't sure if it was me or if it's the video. It's the feed. Also, I was, what? I don't know what's what you were talking about. You couldn't hear it? Okay, it must have been me. It must have been my phone interacting weird. The shine of Sky Oblivion is going to be taken off a little bit because of the remaster. I almost feel like they should wait until 2026. Unless they do it towards the end of the year, I guess.
Well, Sean, by using my advanced spy technology of looking out the window, I think the rig is just about ready to boot up. Hey, Frankie, how we doing in there?
I think we are just about ready to power this bad boy up. What do you think, J-Money?
She's ready to roar. Sean, would you like to do the honors?
Oh, you guys, I thought you'd never ask. Ugh. It's alive!
Could you imagine having, I can't remember off the top of my head, but I know which one you mean.
It calls to me.
Could you imagine
I love it
having
more
an
than any
actual
parent
lever
could
to
love
turn
their
your
child.
As a mother, I take offense to that. But in this case, I'll allow it. And if you are watching this now, this very PC could be yours. Mika, what do they need to know?
That's right, you could be the proud owner of the rig. In all of its top-of-the-line AMD-powered gaming glory.
It's kind of
All you
like
need to do
Tiny
is follow
Glade.
the link below and fill out the PC Gaming Show survey, and you will be entered in a chance to win.
I mean, I'd like to enter myself, but I am public enemy #1 in 14 countries, and I'm not about to add another. So head on over to PCGamer.com/survey now and get your hat in the ring.
So our build might be finished, but we've still got more games
Welcome
to show. So let's take a look.
I found a video. I know which game it is.
Protect me from the evil within. May the Lord protect me from the evil within. May the Lord protect me from the evil within. May the Lord protect me from the evil within. May the Lord protect me from the evil within. May the Lord protect me from the evil within.
I recognize the
May the Lord
voice.
protect me from the evil within. May the Lord protect me from the evil within.
And Search for Falcon PC didn't win, Sag. Dude, we played the demo of this. It's actually pretty fun. I'll tell you what I googled. Here you go. I googled that real quick, Bear. The first video is the game you're talking about, but it doesn't say the name of the game, and it's a 30-minute video. So it doesn't say the name of the game in the title or in the description. So I can't. If you remember the name of it, if you get the name, tell me, please. It's going to annoy me. My Google skills are pretty good. I'm pretty good at Google. Now that sounds like a stupid thing to say, but I knew what to type to find the game. I did it. I found it. No, Tiny Glade is
We're PlayFusion, a studio
the game that it's
playing
like.
by AAA rules who still believe games belong to players. Descendant is an FPS capture the flag reimagining where strategy collides with chaos.
Oh, it's the capture the flag one. Not a bussies. No bussies. No bussies in chat. How you doing, Verde? Yeah, Tiny Glade is a... If you haven't seen Tiny Glade and you like the look of that other game, you'll probably love Tiny Glade Bear. But the other game was kind of like Tiny Glade, but
McMillan of The Binding of Isaac. This year's Tyler Glade.
terrariums.
Yeah. We're coming to you from Santa Cruz, California. Hometown. Number 1, this is not a wig. Yeah. Number 2, we got a game coming out soon. Yeah. Here's the trailer. Yeah.
What seems to be going on with the little guy?
Yeah, I think my cat's sick. Yeah, he's got a broken neck. He has horrible IBS. His mouth and one of his ears are missing. His soul was removed by a Kandarian demon.
What was that last one?
He's taken a shotgun to the face a couple times.
What?
He's got rabies, I'm pretty sure. And he's made a deal with the devil. He was stabbed repeatedly in the neck, chest, face, and hair. He's incredibly dehydrated. He has depression. Who doesn't nowadays, right? He appears to have a conjoined twin. I don't really. He has a gambling addiction. He was probed by aliens. He was mauled by a large headless beast. His tail appears to be growing ahead. He has ADHD. He got into a fight with a dog.
Eugenics, coming to Steam February 10th, 2026.
They got Meat Canyon for the trailer. Fucking dope.
Magnificent games and a magnificent gaming
Hell
PC
yeah.
that you could win. Once again, head over to PCGamer.com/survey for a chance to claim the rig. Mika, have you noticed that since powering her up, we've been hearing that annoying, super ominous voice?
Yeah, kind of like we tore the very fabric of our plane of existence and brought through this terrifying unknown being drawn in by the awesome processing power of the rig.
Oh, thank God it's not just me.
No, it's not. And you know what? I know we shouldn't mess with whatever this is, but the rig.
Yeah, I feel it in my teeth.
God, same. But okay, listen. The show's almost done, so let's finish strong and agree to
Oh, is it called
stop
Outside
messing
the
with whatever
Blocks?
is saying the rig.
Great idea. Let's close out the show the same way we began, with a trio of exclusive world premieres.
Okay, I got my pen ready. You gonna give me some good shit, yeah? Plus. Good stuff, come on. It's an F.
Call former surgeon at
FMV.
Westwood Hospital. You've been brought here to perform a surgery.
It's an FMV game. Yes.
Paul Mason, former surgeon at Westwood Hospital.
I don't know how, but I think we've done this already.
Wales Interactive, they make
Oh,
FMV.
there's a way out here.
Oh my god, I love this shit.
Warning. Specimen containment breached.
Dead Reset. I want it. September. Okay. I want it. I love FMV games. I love them. If you don't know what FMV just stands for, full motion video. Which basically is, they basically make a movie. And then it's a choices matter kind of thing. You choose the options. It's like a choose your own adventure book, but in a game, and it's a movie. It seems like a really old term, and that's because it is. FMV games first were in like shit. When did I'll find the release date. Anyway, in like the mid-90s is when these games came out. They were super popular because you could do way more with live action video in a game than you could like with graphics. Very cool. Yeah, it was when CD started to be a thing.
Show that was. The
like
games,
mid-90s.
The rig,
A bit early.
the gadgets, the non-lethal electrocutions, the thermal paste.
I was trying to think of a specific game.
And speaking of gadgets, we've got time to show off one last little invention of ours.
Oh, goody!
Inside this keyboard is a hidden compartment for storing hand-encrypted messages, and I've left a special farewell message for the viewers.
Phantasmagoria was 95, so
crack it open.
Phantasmagoria was it was kind of like the genre-defining one. That's the one I was trying to think of, and I couldn't think of it right away. But that was 95. So yeah, I was right, mid-90s. Phantasmagoria was
Yeah, this is
kind
just a
of
normal
great.
keyboard. It's Jim's from accounting.
Poor guy can't catch a win, and this soon after the divorce.
Oh, a reminder to
Sorry, Jim.
everyone: thermal paste isn't food.
A big thanks to
They
Frankie
should have
and
said
Jacob
that
for
sooner.
building the rig. And thanks, of course, to all of you for tuning in.
We'll have to work super hard to top this when the PC gaming show Most Wanted returns in December. Thanks for watching.
Mother
See you in
disappointed,
December,
are you?
everyone.
No, I'm happy. The thing for me, okay, so I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, I've got like 8 games noted, plus 3 demos that I want to check out, and then there's other games that were part of this.
We're going.
that are
All right, it's time.
already
Tell me
part
when.
of my
Hello,
wish
everyone,
list.
to the PC Gaming Show Free
So-
Show.
I'm exhausted from that. Trust me,
Like 4.
do not want to miss it.
There was a lot of stuff for
Just what I like to hear.
shooter fans.
Oh, hi, Mum. I'm currently on set at the moment, building a PC.
It's alive!
You went like this.
Yeah!
It's alive.
Oh.
Shots for everyone.
Mum, I'm currently on set building a PC.
There it is. Oh, did you hear that?
Jesus, Joe. I'm a monument to vanity.
Me.
Hurry up, we don't have any time. Oh.
Mum, I'm filming right now.
I'm seducing
I
you.
love the idea.
Are you aroused?
I can just. And I know how
Yeah,
to
there are a
read
lot of
words. I would follow.
shooters, like competitive shooter stuff, and like factory management type,
inhaled my spit.
resource management,
Better hurry up.
factory
Stars are hurt, my
builder
guy.
stuff. if you're a fan of those,
so can the rest of the crew that
this would have been a
I'm
way
currently
better
filming
show for you, for
Let's
sure.
take a look at our next
But there's a
game.
lot of stuff that I like the look of.
That's
real.
That's a good take.
with. If you dare.